Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
Hey J360 Legion, welcome to another J360 MiniBytes.
Monster Fest. J360 Radio.
Hey, how's it going, J360 Legion? What is happening? This is J-Man, of course, for episode 185 of the MiniBytes, Monster Fest edition. Yes, we finally made it, and you know something? This is gonna be one hell of a trip, y'all. I am excited for this. The biggest event in J360 Productions is here! And yes, all shows are involved. Everything from the MiniBytes all the way to, I want to say Project Conference, but then again, I don't know. See, Project Conference might be the outlier. That might be the sanctuary to all the monstrous things that are happening right now. But yes, pretty much all productions are involved from here until November 7th. The Monster Fest is one of the greatest things because horror movies galore, horror video games, and not to mention a whole lot of pop culture references in addition to scored cars, nightmare tales, you name it. Like, everything is back. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time, and we got a lot of new faces in the Jam fam as well, which, by the way, speaking of which, I know like some of you were going to submit tracks. Well, guess what? You can go ahead and bump that to another week for 78, because 77, I am going to take center stage about it. I got you guys. All right, yeah, we're going to do plenty of new stuff here. And, of course, we got another Dealer's Choice episode, and it is monstrous. And, you know, sitting here right now, I'm looking at a movie called The Gorgon where, like, you know, a Medusa-esque creature actually takes the form of a human and just causes a whole lot of ruckus in a village. This is looking great. And not to mention Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing are in it. So, you can tell you're in for something great. You know what I mean? And then not to mention, a lot of people have asked me about this, but yes, we are still following that same rule. No Freddy, no Jason, no Chucky, none of that. You know why? Because like I said, those are mainstream America's go-tos. I mean, I'm sure like as soon as they noticed when September was going to turn to October, they were over there looking for the sweater to put on. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, no, I'm no. Because too many people talk about it. My favorite one's the first one and the third one. Kane Hodder's the best Jason. And just like, I'm like, nah. Nothing against any of them and stuff like that. And they were good movies. It's just, how many times can you go out talking about the same thing, you know, over and over again? Especially like certain people saying, hey, I believe we should have some new Freddy movies, but, you know, nobody can reach Robert Englund. See, until you let him go, that's the only way you're going to be able to do more with that character. Just saying. You know, it's kind of like the reason why we had so many Michael Myers characters and stuff like that, or different interpretations, because, well, one, the character doesn't talk, and two, another thing is that you can do anything with that character. However, I would like to say if it would be cool if they went back to James Cameron's original idea, such as, like, something different happening on a Halloween night, kind of like 3. I would talk about 3, and I did, so I can't mess with that now. But, of course, I also have the Bloody Knuckles ratings back, the scorecards, and, you know, any of you out there that are actually doing some horror stuff and you wanted to share anything, you're welcome to call the hotline number 240-903-1634 and let me know about that in a 60-second response. You understand what I'm saying? And the same thing for, like, new stuff that you're making to sit in the jams or whatever. I'm allowing the customs. I'm allowing us to have some fun. Not to mention we got some short-form content happening, too. And you just going to have to stay tuned to see how it all unfolds. And, by the way, nobody's left out. So, those that are on the Twitter, you're definitely not left out. Those that are looking at the Instagram and the Facebook page, you know, because, well, hey, they're both on the same team anyway. You're definitely getting something. And then in addition to, like, Well, you guys are probably wondering about the premium channel. That's not happening yet. Stay tuned. I will announce that soon. But like as this whole thing unfolds, we're going to have some fun, y'all. And not to mention, your schedule for this whole thing is looking very, very titillating too. Because here's the thing. You got the MiniBytes happening right now. You got the J-Man show happening tomorrow. And then you also have, let's see, J360 Jams happening because we're running with the alt schedule this time. I needed those 2 days just for this. But yeah, you got J360 Jams happening on Friday. And then you have a special streaming session with the J360 Power Play. 50, by the way. 50 episodes of that series. Dealing with, we're going to go ahead and hunt us some zombies. We're going to have us some fun, y'all. And it is an honor to be your host again, as always. Speaking of which, though, I had to go ahead and retrace my steps as I was working on the premium channel. And I found out that, guess what? This is not like year 5 of me doing this, actually. I was a little off. This is actually year 6 because I did do something like this a prior season of the J-Man show, believe it or not. Like, it didn't become company-wide until about season 3, but... No. Season 4 is when it became company-wide. But yeah, I actually started laying out the foundations for it around like season 2 or definitely season 2. Yep, got my notes here, so I am on, fire with all this stuff, and it is actually pretty cool. Not to mention, I've seen some of you actually work on your spooky season stuff. Lots of y'all look great. So, let's just make this happen, you know what I mean? And, stay in step with me, and, oh, by the way, if you guys ever wanted to have like a little bit of a session talking about these kind of films, don't worry, I got you. You just make sure you talk to me about it, and we'll go from there. There is something that I'm also working on. I cannot announce it yet because I'm still going through the final phases of it. But don't you worry though, you'll get an invite for it if and when it's ready. But, hey, this is going to be great. Oh, by the way, J360 TV is also involved in this. Of course, you kind of heard that anyway when you realized the power play is ready to go. But I'm just saying there's going to be moments where we do talk about this stuff on video in addition to, like, the radio stuff. So, yes, this is going to be huge. But it needs to be, though, you can't contain the monsters. They have to break out and cause sorts of trouble, scare the hell out of Alan, and all that other stuff. Yeah, that's right, I gotta say that about Al sometimes. But all in all, though, man, this is cool, and I'm glad that Monster Fest is back. And, we just gonna go ahead and jump on into it. And speaking of which, though, we're not only talking about fantasy monsters, though, we're gonna talk about some real monsters, too, Now, if any of this stuff triggers you, I gotta say this. If any of this stuff triggers you, grow a backbone, will ya? No. If any of this stuff triggers you, pace yourself. Take your time. And if you have night terrors, once again, I'm not entirely responsible. You knew what you were getting into as soon as the leaves were changing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But don't you worry, there's gonna be some light stuff in addition to some heavy stuff. Cause I remember some people were actually scared about that one story I told where it turned out the teacher wasn't a teacher. So, that's coming back too. Stories around that scenario. So, like I said before, just pace yourself with it. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna have ourselves a great time. But all in all, though, sit back, relax, enjoy the Monster Fest, and once again, it's an honor to be here, and you all take care of yourselves until we meet up again, alright? This is J-Man signing off. Peace.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.